Okay, so who didn't see this coming? So yeah, I guess YouTube has finally caught up to me and started content IDing some of my videos, namely Kirby, because of Nintendo music. And yeah, unfortunately, this may be the new trend. It's probably going to be using its algorithms to match some other random tracks from just being detected in my videos. So yeah, I did think that maybe eventually it was gonna get passed on to me. Um, However, I'm not gonna take any action against it because, well, for one thing, it's Nintendo. If I actually do try to issue a claim saying that it's fair use, chances are it's probably going to turn into a copyright strike because Nintendo, if you guys have not really watched any of the news in the past 5 years, Nintendo's been, one of the more controversial things with YouTube since late 2013 with them basically using Content ID over a lot of Let's Playing channels, just using, well, music in their Nintendo games in your own footage. And it has happened to me a few times with my Ocarina of Time playthrough. For one, I'm just using the Song of Storms while going through the Kakariko Village windmill, which I muted because it didn't really seem that highly relevant to me anyway, and also the Saria song theme from the Lost Woods. That also got one of my videos got claimed because of that too, so I just basically muted that one as well. But yeah, Ocarina of Time overall was probably my least favorite playthrough. Number one, just being, you know, being LP'd for over 2 years. I didn't really have a whole lot of motivation to get through the game, well, quicker than what was expected. Um, it just didn't seem very. It didn't seem me. It didn't seem my best. And I don't really think it's that much of a big deal if a couple of my videos have just bits and pieces of audio muted because of, two highly popular tunes used in the video. But this one is a bit different. This one is Kirby 64, and it actually got onto one of my Kirby's Adventure videos too, which is fairly recent. But Kirby 64 is not I mean, despite being a Nintendo 64 game, it's not one of the most well-known Kirby games out there. And, well, as opposed to Kirby's Adventure, which actually the main reason I got Content ID'd for that one was because of, I'm guessing, Ice Cream Island, which is a track or I should say that has a remixed stage track for Smash 4, so I'm guessing that is partly the reason why Nintendo and YouTube just matched that one right up, right away. But Kirby 64, that one was actually a bit of a shock to me, and surprisingly, it has so far matched 7 of my videos from that playthrough. But once again, though, I'm not going to take any action because those videos are so old anyway. I am really surprised that I'm really surprised that it took this long for Nintendo to catch me in the act, I guess, so to speak. But yeah, those videos are so old. Yeah, those videos were some of the earlier ones where I used my my laptop mic, my old just built-in laptop mic, which made me sound a lot more like a 13-year-old than how old I was at the time, which was 21. Um, but yeah, I sounded so immature and very just it sounded like I didn't really know what I was talking about. My commentary wasn't very good then. It was just me playing a game and just hoping for the best that I just 100% the game and stuff like that. Also, there were that was also before got S video for my videos, which actually started with my Paper Mario Let's Play. But yeah, Kirby 64 was terrible. The, the the picture was absolutely terrible with some of the stages. Like the most infamous one came from Shiver Star, where I actually kind of talked about just it felt like I was being in a blizzard. That's how bad the video was. It was just so bad that I was kind of finagling with the picture a little bit just to see if I could just get the picture a lot clearer. And unfortunately, that didn't really work because I was just using composite cables at the time, and there wasn't really a whole lot I could do. So I just had to wait until I finally got an S-video cable for starting with the N64, because again I did Paper Mario on the N64 console. I didn't do it on Virtual Console. And yeah, besides that, as you can probably tell, there are a lot of people don't really watch my videos anyway. I don't really have a very expansive audience, so it's kind of a less priority for me to even monetize those anyway. Which actually I should probably move on to the next part of the video here is just basically how I've been doing. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't put out a lot of repertoire lately, guys. That's mainly because I'm still grinding up my Pokemon for Pokemon Uranium and Pokemon Clover, and I'm still not done with that yet. I'm almost done actually. I mean, wait till you get a load of my team for Uranium. It's gonna be kick ass. I can tell you that. I mean, it's taken me this long for me to grind up my team, and I'm just gonna have to hope for the best that I am gonna be able to defeat Urain in the next video. Whenever that comes out, it's probably gonna be next week. But yeah, grinding my Pokemon, lack of motivation. I've been just kind of caught in a lull as of late. I've been experiencing a lot of personal issues so far with my life. Well, one being I'm sort of unhappy with work right now, with my quote real job, and the other one is that I've been unlinked. I've been unlinked from full screen because of YouTube's new enforcement policy on the multi-channel networks, which, if you don't know what that is all about, then I highly suggest you do some research on that. But yeah, apparently I no longer fit the criteria for YouTube's new policies, so I've been officially dropped. So now I'm back to being a free agent, which, you know, maybe it's all for the best. I mean, YouTube's been practically a farce recently. I mean they've been throwing a lot of people under the bus, not just Let's Players, but political people too, political people that I watch. Yeah, I do kind of indulge in politics too, guys. But I mean, they've been throwing a lot of independent news outlets under the bus, and especially now with YouTube's new policies, it's going to affect small channels like me, small channels who don't get a whole lot of watch time compared to just relative, very famous Let's Players who just are actually still at it. Some of them are retired. I mean, they haven't been putting any content as of late. But yeah, I mean, YouTube is basically, it's been so commercialized that it's basically lost what remained of its purpose when it first started back in 2005. And I think it's going to get even worse from here on out. So, yeah, it's sort of made me thinking that maybe, with everything that's going on, just being in this tailspin, that, I mean, the question kind of arises that, you know, should I actually get a Patreon? Should I move on to, to Patreon? Or, why not? Why don't we just form our own video website that, like gather, all these gamers out there, small and big, and just form our own channel that, is devoted to video gaming? Why don't we do that? I mean, that sounds like a very, very innovative idea, very ingenious. It's just, it sounds like a brilliant idea that we can just bypass all this ridiculousness with YouTube and just, start anew, just, form our own sort of competition. But no, I mean, it seems like the Let's Play fad is fading anyway, and I kind of wonder if maybe in a few years from now I should probably stop doing it too. Which, I don't know, it wouldn't be fair. I still like doing Let's Plays for fun. It's never really been about the money. It's just been a very fun experience with me, and I would like to keep doing it until just the rapture hits, which is probably never. But in this case with YouTube, probably in a few more years. I mean, it's become so engulfed in its own just mainstream sellout business practices as of late that it's become so unbridled. It's just harder to control. But yeah, anyway, I'm still gonna do Let's Plays. It's just maybe not fully religious anymore. I still need to finish Uranium and move on to my next LP, which is gonna be Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Yeah, I've actually started recording footage of that. Just to do on the side, and also coming up in a few months, I need to start doing, I was actually planning on doing Myst and Riven for, Myst's, 20th anniversary. Actually, no, 25th. Yeah, 25th. But yeah, do a 25th anniversary run of the Masterpiece Edition of Real Myst, and do Riven, which were two childhood games I grew up with. But yeah, other than that, I was actually kind of wondering if I should, also do something just beyond the horizons, like take up a new niche, just go in a different direction. I was actually kind of thinking about, since I'm a heavy enthusiast in history, I was actually sort of planning on maybe making a history channel devoted to just basically my history, my expertise in history. I majored in history in college, and minored in political science, so that actually should be pretty. That to me sounds pretty interesting. I might just do that. Again with Nintroop. Again, since I now have the Nintendo Switch, we might do some Mario Kart Part 8 stuff and, other shit like that. But now, I should probably move on to just basically, it may or may not be a rhetorical question, but again, if you guys will let me know in the comment section, I mean, please, seriously, let me know in the comment section what you think about this. I mean, should I seriously now, with my videos being content ID flagged and just me being dropped from just my professional level of being a YouTube channel, should I move on to Patreon? That's the question. Yes. So what do you think? Should I move on to, should I just get my own Patreon for my channel? Now my opinion about this is I'm still sort of indifferent about it. I guess it can't hurt, but see, the thing with that is, again, I'm a smaller channel, and maybe other than maybe a few people, I don't know if I positively have a relative loyal fan base who would like to, well, pay a couple of bucks to watch my videos early, or other sort of incentives like that. I'm not particularly sure how that's gonna work. I don't know how loyal and dedicated my fan base is, so that's something to think about. I myself would have to be a lot more dedicated to it as well. This is a serious thing. I need to be sure that everyone gets their money's worth, And it's gonna be a little bit difficult just for a very small channel like me, who not even receives a lot of likes on his videos. So I'm not really sure if I qualify as overly appreciated, as an overly appreciated channel, to really deserve his chance at getting patrons. I don't know. Again, it's up to you guys. I mean, what do you think? And I seriously mean it, guys. What do you think? What do you think? Should I get a Patreon or shouldn't I? Should I just do this just as a particular hobby and just... it's up to you. No pressure. Just let me know in the comment section. And again, that's basically it, guys. And I'll be back to Pokemon really soon. And just want to let you know that I've been getting a little bit of copyright issues. So again, hopefully you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you can on this video, and just again comment on whether or not I should get a Patreon. So I guess that's it. Until then, I will see you all later. See you all later in, 5,000 years from now.